Hello there, YouTube. This is Sibbles and Bits back at it again. Today we're going to be playing Slice and Dice and testing out the new microphone again. I fiddled with some more stuff on the microphone, hoping that this makes it work significantly better. We'll see how that goes. And as I said before, today we're going to be playing Slice and Dice. It is a party-based, dungeon crawling dice building game. And we'll just go ahead and jump in because that'll make this a little bit easier to go here. So, in this game, you have one character of each class in your party, represented by their color. Orange is like rogues, yellow is fighters, gray is defenders, red is healers, blue is mages. And each of these characters are represented by a dice, and these dice have different sides depending on their class. And these sides have different keywords. So this is a ranged poison attack. This is a 1 damage attack that if the enemy is half health or less, then they will take double the damage. This is the same, but it's dealing 2 base damage. This evades all attacks. This is absolutely nothing. And we're playing on unfair, so we got a couple of we're going to go ahead with this one. And so the enemies also have dice, and they are rolling them against us, choosing targets randomly. And right here we can see that this enemy here is targeting the yellow ally. These guys are in the back row because they are ranged units, so we cannot attack them without ranged attacks unless all of the frontline units have died. This is saying that we are going to take 3 damage, and it's red because if we were to end our turn right now, the loss is going to die, and we prefer not to do that. Death isn't permanent, but you enter the next fight with half your maximum health, and it just makes it harder to not spool out of control. So we get to reroll all of our dice up to 3 times, similar to games like Yahtzee. This is good because it's going to increase our maximum health as well. So this is going to actually save the loss there. But we're probably going to use that instead. We also have access to mana. I'm waiting for an actual better use for that. I guess that's what we're going to do. These wand-looking things, trust me, it looks like a wand. I understand that the little 8/16-bit art style is a bit hard for people to grasp. Wands are one-time use, so this is going to give me 1 mana once, and then this is going to become an X basically. And we can store up to 3 mana, and this burst skill here costs 2 mana, this restore costs 2, and this gather costs 2. The other thing to note is that Restore and Gather are due to our red and blue heroes respectively. You can see this is outlined in red, this is outlined in blue. So as we change these classes with level ups, they are going to change their spells as well. But we always have access to Burst. We're going to dodge there. And I think we're going to do something along the lines of this. Just get 1 mana. You can hold up to 3 mana per turn on average. Or in a normal run, there's ways to get around that. Was I not paying attention? How did you take damage? A little oof. Should still work out. I actually think we want... this is going to be fine. And so we will develop our party across 20 floors, slowly upgrading them, making adjustments, and hopefully survive. Now, every other floor we get to tier up one of our units. You can see here that Fighter is a tier 1 unit, and then of course we can upgrade into a Berserker, which is a tier 2 unit. But the thing is, yeah, cancel that upgrade. Almanac. There is a selection of tier 1 heroes, which is randomized, and then there's also a selection of tier 2 heroes, 8 per, and then there's another 8 tier 3 heroes. So across the course of a run, you're actually going to look significantly different at different points. And so if we take the Berserker, which is one that we haven't encountered yet, I guess, on PC. I mainly play this on mobile. If we take that, then we won't be able to have access to any of these other yellow heroes because we already have a tier 2 yellow hero. This is actually quite spookums. I would honestly rather probably take the Guardian here because he's going to be much better at blocking our team. We'll go ahead and we'll continue. So those of you who are interested, probably should have plugged this up at the start. You can get /slice plus dice on itch.io. It's technically on the Android marketplace, but that's out of date. So if you're an idiot like me and you bought that, then you're significantly behind and you're playing a much different game than we have here. If you do go to itch.io, though, you buy all the different versions of the game, PC, Mac, Android, and iOS. And so then for mobile, you can email the file to yourself and then install it through that means, and then it'll be up to date. And there is still like regular updates going out on the game. I haven't updated it in about 3 weeks because I feel like this is perfectly fine and I don't want to just constantly be updating it myself because unfortunately, again, it's not on Steam. So hopefully at one point it does get there. I'm not really feeling 1 mana, honestly. That'll keep him alive. We need more damage, please. That's something, I guess. Did I? Yeah, that wouldn't have mattered. And of course, enemies have all other sorts of effects as well. Like on this life bar here, you can see that the boar has like this little like gray eye. What that is that that HP must be removed individually. So if I hit it even with like a 20 damage attack, it would still be alive with 1, and then I would have to pop it once. There is an enemy that has just like 5 of these determination health, and so you have to hit it 5 separate times. This crone, as soon as we get to we remove this portion of health, it's going to deal 2 damage to the top enemy, which is obviously our squishiest enemy or our squishiest ally. It's a little spiced. And I'm wondering how exactly we're going to. I think it's this. All right. And then every other, basically it alternates. One floor you're going to upgrade the tier of one of your party members. The other floor you're going to get access to an item or sometimes even multiple items. And items allow you to modify the faces on our dice, like this one here, replace the middle side with heal 5, or a one-time use heal 22 cleanse. Now both of these don't really sound very fantastic to me, so I'm going to just grab a random tier 1 item. I don't know, kind of like that. So now we get to choose exactly how we want to go about this, and I'm thinking that currently we can swap these around freely. +1 to the left side cannot be locked. I'm feeling like probably want to go with the initiate because we're not always going to roll this 2-mana cantrip, which means that we get the benefits of it even when we roll it and don't keep it. This is going to give us considerably more mana than he normally would, because otherwise we're going to use up these and then we're going to just straight up run out. The other consideration would be putting it on the Lost and just hoping that we end up on the poison during bosses, but seems rather risky in my opinion. That was pretty nice because they can get pretty much do like everything. They got damage, they got shielding, they got like mana gain, they got healing. And they're relatively good for this level. But the other thing is that generally speaking, you're using your orange character to deal like good damage instead of like adequate damage, and then sometimes you're blocking and stuff. I still think that it's pretty good. Also, Vampire is insanely good because heal 1 to all allies, but deal 1 damage to yourself. It's not too bad actually. That's a side that I believe only the Vampire has, and then of course infuse heal 2 to all allies for 3 is very efficient. And of course lifesteal on 2 sides allows us to deal a lot more damage, which might be what we're looking for. We'll go ahead and grab that. We'll take that. Well, that was kind of a flop. The troll is going to heal health every turn, so we're not really gaining on it at all. Still going to greed for some more damage here. We're getting just scuffed on it though. This fight's going to take quite a while if we keep rolling like this. And then of course he's now applying 3 poison to us, which honestly might just end us. But so at the start of hard mode, you choose 1 curse pretty much to put on everything. My curse was that their right side gets +2, and unfortunately for us, his right side is this poisoned here, which is not good for us. We're gonna have to figure out a way to end this fight rather quickly. Otherwise, we're gonna be in trouble. And I honestly think that we're just dead. Still not quite enough. If we're not gonna save him. We're probably gonna survive here. It would have to be some pretty bad rolls that are not gonna happen. Good to know. But as you can see, they now come back with half their maximum health, which is a little rough. At range to the left side. Interesting. To be honest, that's going to be helpful regardless, but we can put this on you for now. Holy. Sorry if there's not going to be a lot of discussion here. It's mainly just turn structure, and the only choices that I get is here. I suppose there is actually more to be discussing, but it's not like I've played as much of this game as I have Arcanium, so I can just sort of like speak half of what's going on in my mind while I'm doing stuff. But I'm not quite sure how to feel about this, except that is charged, which gains bonus damage equal to current mana. We do get a lot of mana, so that could be quite significant amount of damage right there. Otherwise, this is game bonus according to hero's current shields, and we do have a guardian, so this could deal quite a bit of damage. This character has access to a lot of growth, and growth on shield, growth on this damage here, so each time that we use it in a fight, it's going to get significantly better. However, we're going to get much less mana because each time that we use these in a fight, they're going to get significantly worse. Main thing to note is that it does have a revive on it, which is considerable. But I think we're going to go with the Scrapper here. It's got better damage scaling. Don't necessarily know if that's the right play. Again, I haven't really played an entire lot of this, but it's a little summer. At least we get that ramp there. If I do that, you die, actually. Aww. Guess we'll start working on you then. Now we really need a heal for the loss, because again, as soon as we get to this point right here, we're going to take 2 damage to the Lost, and that's going to kill them. Which is no es bueno. That'll do it. There we go. I'm actually done rolling here. This is over. +1 to the left, -2 to middle. +1 to all basic damage sides. I don't think we have any more basic damage sides. They're all like special damage sides. Yeah, we'll try. I don't know who we're gonna put this on, but I mean, we could do this. It'd be crazy. Definitely not feeling this. I'm not feeling that either. So I guess for now we're rolling with this. If I could roll damage, that'd be great. Good lord. That's unfortunate. I think he's dying. Not sure there's really much that we can do about it. Well, sorry, buddy. Huh. I really don't know how to feel about any of this. So the gambler would lose the range damage and the poison damage, which is a little yeesh. But we might be able to take the fletching off the scrapper, put it onto the gambler so that this is range damage. But I really don't know what else we can... That's not a lot of damage. Otherwise, this would technically generate better mana for us instead of the initiate. But yeah, it's honestly a little bit rough. We'll go with Glacia for now. +1 can't lock in. Like, that's rough stuff. I don't even know if we can feasibly, like, put this on anybody. Yeah, for now, I think we're going to have to just hold on to those. This Fanatic is dealing pain damage to himself and to us, which is not fun. However, we might be able to do something here. If I'm correct with how these work. The other thing to note is that Bell, every turn it's going to deal 1 to all of us and then 5 to himself. So I think we're actually like dead here. Or the Lost is dead. Because I don't think that we rolled enough to actually like save. Yeah, it's not really enough. Actually, wait, I think that's being accounted for here, so we're good. I think? Barely? Yes. Okay. I think we're gonna weaken to this guy so that he doesn't deal damage to everybody. Alright. I think we're actually gonna make this. Or should I add, I think we're gonna make this with everybody intact. Which is kind of the important bit. Alright. I actually really like Terrarium because it enables sides. Generally speaking, your 2 right sides are the worst side that you have. Otherwise, Demon Eye is interesting, adding pain to those sides so that you deal damage to yourself. A little spookums. But yeah, if we were to put Terrarium on Scrapper, he would basically have no unblocked sides. How useful these are actually going to be to us is another question. Or what we could actually do is, if we do that, then we could probably get away with putting the coin on somebody, because then we know that at least they're always going to do something. Almost feeling like Glacia wouldn't be too bad for that. Could also be Guardian. So I mean, he'd have mostly block sides. We'll try that. Terrarium. +1 to the AoE block. Okay, this is a rough fight. Because if he rolls this, he's going to summon 4 bones, which is going to just cause a hell of a day for us. Oh, and on top of that, we're just taking a lot of damage because reasons. I'm not sure we have the burst damage for this. Actually, I'm done rolling here. It's going to look a little bit weird, but he gets stunned whenever he loses that health. And when these enemies die, they deal 1 damage adjacent. So we were able to basically take 1 damage this turn, which is nice. I'm going to try my best to kill this guy because we don't want him to exist, like at all. I don't know if there's much that we could do about that. It's going to be able to get that off. Hold up. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Now, that's much better than the lost, in my opinion. We lose the poison. Or actually, if we go for rogue, hold up. If we go for rogue, we even get some cantrips in there, but those are also dangerous against enemies that reflect damage on us, like these imps here. If we don't deal range damage, they're going to deal 1 damage back. And there are enemies later on that deal 2 whenever you hit them. Range damage can also avoid those on-hit passives. So this is actually quite nice. And the yellow bow here is engaged, so whenever we use it on targets with full life, it does double damage. Pretty freaking nice, honestly. I'm really feeling Ranger here. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Okay. Is it better for us to just one-shot the Slimer while we can? I almost think so. We'll deal with the imps later. And that's a way to deal with the imps later. I actually think we're done rolling here. Because if we hit this, 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 this is ranged. It's self-damage to all damage sides. Or self-shield to all damage sides. That's pretty freaking good. Plays the middle side with add mana gain and pain to target sides this turn. Not so sure about that. I would much rather get self-shield whenever I hit something. Good lord. Of course that's your right side. 2 right sides. Yeesh. This isn't looking so good for us. I almost want that. That helps. Okay. Good lord. That helps, but we can't lock it in. A little suffer, to be honest. So otherwise, how's everybody doing on YouTube? Everybody's day going on just fine? Again, not really a lot for me to talk about here, but hold up. I'm going to use this now. Do that. My only problem with this one here is this is exert. It makes us skip our next turn. Which is kind of yikes. Tier 3 Witch, though. Decent mana, has access to cleanse, which is going to help us quite a bit. Has a one cost 2 heal, which is much more efficient than burst. We might go with the Witch. And then I'm honestly thinking that this might be a thing where we can put on that one, what is it, the lucky side, where this is one gets +1, this one gets -2. I think we could do that. Otherwise, Bash is honestly, it's not bad. I just don't like the fact that we might have to use an exert. Like, technically, we could skip the turn, but that's basically, okay, like, you can either skip this turn and do damage next turn, or you can do damage this turn and skip the next turn, but if you do damage this turn, you deal 2 more damage. It's, it's not really a consideration. He also has access to a stun, though, which is very nice, but I'm thinking it's the Witch. The question is which Witch is which? Sandwich, likely. Of course, you have a Poison Cleave. This is your best side, we're going to take it. That's your best side, we're going to take. Honestly, I'm fine with this. What this boss is going to do is it's going to reduce our maximum health by 1 every turn. Basically going to clock out the fight. So it's actually quite important that we're killing him relatively quickly. Him dealing that to everybody is not going to help. That should put us back up to top, though. This is honestly, to be honest, I almost want to pop this turn here. But we're going to roll once and see where we go. That's actually considerably better. I'm done rolling here. Give that. Fully blocker. Didn't really do much, honestly, but let's not get poisoned. We're doing pretty good here. He's about to summon the an enemy, though, which is quite annoying. This is going to make this do a ton of damage. I'm rolling. Block, block. This So now does 6. Let's just take care of that guy. It's over. Set all sides to 2. I mean, that seems like a no-brainer there. Also pretty good there. Oh. Yeah, I'm thinking Twisted Bar is pretty good. Otherwise, what is this? Add patient to the 3 right size. Times 2 if you didn't use this hero last turn. So if we skip, then we get double the effects of our furthest sides, which most people honestly don't have. Twisted Bar just seems better. That right there seems insane. The War Chief is going to buff everybody else's damage by 1, and since there's 2 of them, that's quite spooky. Sniper just does like heavy damage in the back here. Like, look at that 10 damage. Look at that beautiful 10 damage that I'm absolutely scared of. I would really like to roll a side that actually deals damage, but we do want this. That's how we're going to survive here. I guess that's actually not your best side anymore. We could roll the shield. Tell you what though, weaken helps because this guy's about to summon 5 fucking wolves. We may have fucked up when we did that. There we go. Okay, first off, we do need to save. Yeah, because there's no way that we're going to kill this guy. So that's just going to happen. So let's kill that sniper, save the witch. Hit you with that, and then we're gonna, I guess, pop this guy. 2 wolves is a lot better than 5 wolves. By just a smidgen. I'll take that AoE damage. That's actually not going to do anything. Okay. Trying to debate how we want to go about this. Because attacking the War Chief doesn't really do much for us. I mean, it's 3 per turn, and if the Alpha tries to summon wolves again, it's going to be a bad time. But if the Alpha lives, then it's going to summon wolves again. So in order to control the fight, I think we need to fight the Alpha. We're honestly going to save all this. Because we're probably going to need to do a ton of healing next turn. We might roll this face again. This face is a given because of the fact that Glacia always gives us 2 mana at the least. That's going to help a lot. Get some self-shield in there. And he's probably going to actually just... There we go. That's good. Gotta just use 2 of this. Let's start working on the war chief, honestly. I might complete this whole run here, which would be about 1.5 hours. That way we don't have to split this into 2 videos. Come on, give me that range charge side again. You piece. Hello. Accumulate 10 mana from Mana Jelly. Single use and cantrip to all mana sides. Oh, that's... Huh. Huh? Huh. That's interesting. I really like the charge side, though. See, this is one of the problems that I run into a lot in this game, is because of the fact that each like subclass in each tier is considerably different. I don't quite know exactly like what's the best like prospective picks as far as like I did know that Terrarium was good because usually like these 2 slots are like empty or they're like not very good. However, I am not very familiar with the fact of like, oh, okay, so we're gonna build into this you know, charge right here for Scrapper because we got Glacia producing so much mana every turn. But as soon as we go into tier 3, we go up to something like Wanderer, for instance, all of a sudden that's not going to be so great now, is it? And so, I wonder what happens when you increase this inflict pain. Do we inflict pain for 2 turns? Anyways, and so it becomes very difficult for to upgrade into anything because right now I'm not entirely convinced that this unit is any better than our Scrapper because of the fact that we just constantly have mana. But if we upgrade, then we absolutely lose that. And upgrading our Warlock doesn't seem necessarily that good because we're going to take 4 damage in order to gain this mana here. But we don't really have like great healing in order to keep them healed. But we have a huge outlet for mana now. It's interesting to say the least, but I think of these 2, we got to get rid of Wanderer, unfortunately. And so that means we got to find something to be ranged, and we kind of don't have anything to be ranged. So I guess you're going to be ranged. Deranged, maybe. That's useful. That's good. We'll take that. I think we're done rolling here. Can we kill you? We need 2 more damage. Okay. Hmm. No. The spiker's proving a little rough, but yeah, right there, I think we're fine. Alright. Anvil adds steel to the middle side, which increases with shielding that we have. Maybe the Wanderer. Like, any scaling that we can get on this ×4 attack would be incredibly good. Otherwise, like, pretty much everybody else is providing shields. So, like, maybe that attack, but not really. Replace the rightmost side with shield 1 to all allies cantrip. Now, see, that's actually quite significant. Who can afford the rightmost side? Which can? Otherwise, Anvil, again, not very bad. I think we do. We grab this. We're going to need scaling if we're going to beat the boss. That's a bit spookums. Huh. It's a lot of poison coming out. Okay, here's our opportunity. In fact, I'm almost just liking that right there. Alright, YouTube, if you've been sticking around this long, I'm going to get to show this off now. How do you feel about that, huh? So this has two of those engage range sides, which I actually quite enjoy. And then, of course, we've got a cool here as well. Tarantus is a little annoying, and it's got 1 poison. Otherwise, Poet's not too bad, to be honest. 2 shield to all allies, 2 shield charged, which we've already said that we're pretty set up for. Can allow an ally to go twice, and has cantrip shield. I'm liking it. However, obviously this isn't going to work anymore. So maybe what happens now is we put Terrarium here just to give Rangers some defensive options. And who needs +1 to their leftmost side? Like, honestly, nobody. This item's kind of useless on us now. That's perfectly fine, though. Now, Tarantus is going to kill the topmost enemy whenever we reduce them to that health point right there, and I don't think that we have any means by which to avoid that. We don't even have a revive. So, yeesh. I just want to see how that works. It's not the best move that we have, for sure, but let's not get poisoned. Use that again. Okay, yeah, that was actually a huge waste. Good to know, though. See, we really wish we had charged now. This boss fight should be done. Another week isn't a bad idea. Oh, didn't realize we'd be dead. I'm hoping we can still pull this one out. That'll help. No, not like this. We're fine. Whew. 1 damage to all enemies whenever you save a hero. That's quite significant. Copy the other equipped items on this hero. So doubled? Hold up. Who could actually use that? Like Lucky, maybe, to make that super huge, but not really. Settle sites too. Okay, so that's useless. We could go for a random tier 8 item or Burning Halo, which Burning Halo actually sounds like it might be more useful for us. Then a random tier 8 though? Okay. I can deal with that. Okay. I can deal with that. That's pretty much the best that we could possibly do there. In fact, that's pretty much the best that we could possibly do there. This is going to be 2, 5, 7, 8 times 4, 10 times 4. I think that wins. But just in case, let's go for like some more mana would be nice. It's 9 times 4? Oh no! Oh, because we took damage because we used a spell because of Banshee. Banshee! Well, we just gotta hit you then. Done. Might be good. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think that's good? Sorcerer with a reroll on him could be better. Especially when we set everything to 2. I'm actually feeling that. Set everything to 2, and where is Terrarium? Oh. Do it that way. That way we get that guy to start at 2. Okay, so we have a plan. Yikes. It's already popping off. You love to see it. You love to see it. But we need to get that quadruple strike in order for this to actually work. And that we don't love to see. Can you do anything to help? I guess you could get a +1, but that's pretty much your best roll right there. That's great. Because that's going to kill the zombie. We're going to just go ahead and keep rolling here. That right there is fantastic. I'm going to just keep rolling. Putting pain on you, actually. Question is how we're going to actually save the witch. I actually think we saved the witch with... Yeah, I think we're good. And we're going to just keep rolling the bones. Can't stop, won't stop. We stopped. Yeah, this is probably honestly one of the most busted builds I've ever had. Iron Crown. Gray Heroes only, +4 to left side. Come on, man. Add cantrip to the 2 right side. Oh my god, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. We take that off, we put it on Ranger. That way they cantrip? Perfectly balanced as all things should be. We can't really fit that on anybody else. Or maybe the play is actually to do this. Oh, there we go. Because we're going to be doing a lot of rerolls, just seems like a good idea. Because we scale off of both mana and block. I'm almost feeling lucky here. Because if we roll it once, I mean, that's pretty much worth it. Oh, I don't like demons. Demons make me sad. I think having a humongous block is what we're looking for. We're going to just keep on rolling. That's great. I almost want this pain side. What are you doing? Inflict pain. That's going to hit us next turn. I guess we should take a cleanse. Okay. I'm going to try and make you destroy yourself. You need to be able to block for this man. Good stuff. Yeah, honestly, screw you guys. We're going to do another miasma. We need a cleanse up top, otherwise that's going to be a bad day. Oh no! We didn't get to cleanse up top. This is fine. Got a little bit rough, not gonna lie. Oh. Oh. Slice and dice is in windowed mode, so I kept, I'm just screwing everything up now. Rolls. I mean, honestly, we're just popping off here. We should probably just... Okay, let's actually, like, try to... Alright. Okay, so now we've got the dancer who is also cantrip related. I don't even think that this is a question. Now I'd like to self-shield whenever I hit something, please. Let's see if we can't do this turn one, huh? We probably won't do turn one, but we could, though. Okay, here we go. Okay, we didn't get it. Beeper. That'll kill that unit there. Three poison's a lot. I'm honestly hoping that that won't be a thing. That's a lot of damage, though. How much is that? 15? About to say, hopefully we don't get killed by hubris here. That's our best right there. Let's just keep rolling. That's quite a bit of damage. Seems pretty good. Okay. Well, anyways, again, sorry for the lack of commentary and stuff like that. I didn't really have like any bits planned, and like I said, it's it's not really a game where I can just sort of like discuss everything that's constantly going on at once because I don't have as much of an understanding of it as I do other games. But hopefully, it was still enjoyable for you guys to check out. If you want to see more Slice and Dice, just let me know down in the comments below. Any other feedback that you have, questions, comments, concerns, misplay alerts, all that jazz. Otherwise, let me know how the mic went. It's, again, audio levels are looking relatively good, but it's also looking exactly like it did when I was recording Renowned Explorers, and that was absolutely horrendous. But I did switch some things up that I think might help it out, but it also might just make it entirely unbearable. You guys might not even see this because it's also like significantly worse, and I'll just throw it in the dustbin or something like that. Anyways, until next time, I'll catch you guys around. You guys have a good one.